OpenAI is facing a complaint about its chatbot, ChatGPT, after a Norwegian man who decided to find out if the app had any information on him went and asked it. And it replied that he was, in fact, a criminal who had killed his 2 sons and been sent to prison. The very fake story worryingly contained some real elements, notably the name and ages of the children, for example. Well, we're joined now by this man, Arve Hjalmar Holmen. Thanks so much for joining us. Can you tell me a bit more of exactly what happened? If I've understood correctly, you were a bit bored and instead of Googling yourself, you decided to see what ChatGPT had on you.
Good morning. Yes. What happened was that, like many other people, I was curious about what kind of result I would get if I would ask the question, who is Arve Hjalmar Holmen, so my name. And I had done it a couple of times, and it gave me various results. And sometimes it was like this, you know, the thing many other people also have got. Like it says, this is probably not a public figure. I don't find any information about this person. And sometimes it just cooked up something. It told me I was a politician, which I'm not, that I was a CEO, which I'm not, I was an important scientist, which I'm not, mixed with this, you know, I don't have any information. But all of a sudden, at a certain moment, it showed me this message where it said that I had killed 2 of my 3 children in Trondheim, and that's the city where I was born. And this was a mix of real elements and hallucinations, crazy, disgusting hallucinations. And my first reaction was that, well, my first reaction was shock, like this is creepy, because it's eerily similar to my own life, except for the fact that I have never done anything criminal, and I'm absolutely not a murderer, and I love my children more than anything on this earth. After the shock, I got worried that other people would get the same or similar output if they would ask the same question. And then I wondered, will other people get something similar if they ask about themselves?
Indeed, it makes us all try to kind of think about it, because as you say, to be compared to, like, to be say, oh, maybe it's a politician. I mean, I don't know how unique your name is, but I could see how in other cases, at least, you know, Tom Jones there might be a lot of them out there, and it might make references to other people with the same name. But the worrying thing in your case is the fact that it started to bring in real life elements and then make some fictional story about it. I believe you've because of your worry about how people would perceive what you read, you have launched a case against it.
Yes. First of all, my name
is very original.
Is unique. Yeah. There are several Arve Holmens, or several, I don't know, 3 or 4 or something. There are some Hjalmar Holmen people running around, at least one. But there's only one Arve Hjalmar Holmen, so there is no doubt that when you ask the question, who is Arve Hjalmar Holmen, according to European legislation, that's what I've been told by people who have more legal expertise than myself, that I am entitled to get a correct answer. I should not be accused of murder, at least. I know, you know, I didn't mind being wrongly accused of being a CEO or a politician or anything like that. I just found it funny. That's what many people experience, you know. So I tried to find out if this is illegal, apart from being immoral. Mm-hmm. So I checked out who did anyone have experience with anything similar like this. And then I bumped into NOYB, and then I remembered, yeah, NOYB was this case I had read about in the past, something about GDPR and this guy, Max guy. And
none of your business. I think it's an organization, yeah, that has looked at cases, similar cases in the past.
Yes, so I found them and I contacted them with a simple question, is this legal? And they told me, no, it's not legal. and we would like to take your case we would like to file a complaint with the DPA in Norway, Datatilsynet, because I'm a Norwegian citizen, or I have a Norwegian passport. So they did, and then the ball started rolling, and here we are.
And what is your goal with this case? Where do you think it will lead? Where do you hope it will lead?
Well, because I was starting to get worried about what other people might get. I can just imagine different scenarios, people who are more fragile, vulnerable than I am, people who don't have my resources, who become victims of this because other people could ask a question about someone else and get some kind of output like this, some disgusting output. And I think that you can also feed this LLM with questions and stuff, and it's like it sticks in the system, so it can be reproduced or used for further hallucinations. And I'm just wondering what will happen if someone really wants to bully someone, if someone wants to.
But do you think that sufficient securities, I mean, I don't know your line of work. I mean, I do think your reaction, as you say, mightn't be the reaction everyone had to be in that position to be able to take it on and push that case forward. But do you think enough securities can be put on this kind of application?
You mean what the technological solution could be to this? Well, that's not my job. It's not NOIB's job. It's not European citizens' job. It's the job of these people who have created this mess, this illegal mess.
So it's to have legal recourse is the main thing for the case. Would you continue? Are you continuing to use the app?
I am very hesitant. I don't want to play around with it anymore, to be honest. I don't trust it. And as we have filed a complaint against the company behind the app, I'm trying to be very careful.
Indeed. I'm just wondering, in the details of that case, do you have any idea for the timing or any reaction from the company in question?
No, I don't know. I don't have any experience with these kind of things.
We'll have to wait and see.
I'm in it for the long run. So, I'm not going to give up because although I was shocked and I'm still worried about the whole thing, I'm hopeful because I feel supported by NOIB. I feel supported by my family, and including my 3 children who are very much alive.
Yeah,
and my wife.
Shocking for them, as you say, as well. And it's great to hear that you do have the support. And of course, EU data protection law stipulates that personal data does have to be accurate. So Arve Hjalmar Holmen, thanks so much for your time and telling us a bit more. And maybe keep in touch and let us know how the case progresses. But indeed, thanks very much for your time.
Will do. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.